If you really want to become a DP, there's so much more besides your knowledge about cinematography. Hey, good morning from Arizona. Do you actually want to become a DP? I've asked myself that same question, actually. Honestly, it's not an easy way to become a DP. Also, especially in my area where the industry isn't just as big as here in the US. I always thought that I wanted to become a cinematographer. Well, and I still do follow that path. Like many, I was starting out as a solo filmmaker until I discovered the big projects with lots of people working together. Look, when I'm on bigger sets, I'm not DPing at all. Well, sort of it. I turned into a gaffer/lighting director that's totally responsible for all the lighting setups. And honestly, I enjoy it very much. You gotta love lighting and having less decisions to make or things to worry about. Which also means less responsibility. I mean, sometimes it's quite enjoyable to have less responsibility because it can be quite exhausting. Lots of times I've had quite a freedom in deciding on how to light a scene. That's probably an advantage of coming from a place where there are not too many people on set, because you don't necessarily only have one job on set. But that's not when I started to question myself with whether I still want to become a DP. Back in 2020, I decided to properly learn how to color grade and really invest into it. And then eventually I became a colorist and started on taking paid jobs. Why am I telling you this? Well, one, I started noticing that jobs were coming in like naturally, because not only they were seeing my stuff, but also people are looking for colorists, for example. And I'm sure you too have a couple things that you're interested in. For me, that's lighting and colors, which I'm fascinated about, and I just enjoy it in general daily life as well. I noticed it being way easier to get jobs as a colorist than ADP, and not only get jobs but also like cool jobs, cool projects where they are also like, that's a cheat code. Projects are already finished, like pretty much, and then you get to do your final touches on the colors, and then it's being sent off and pretty much released afterwards, and you just get to grow your portfolio like real quick. Especially also since you're able to work remotely, that's huge. And that's how you get to grow your portfolio real fast. If you really want to become ADP, there's so much more besides your knowledge about cinematography. Do you have what it takes to be a good leader? Can you manage an entire crew? Are you a nice person to work with? Can you keep your cool? Are you calm under pressure? Are you patient? Can you communicate your vision? Maybe there are some questions where there is still a no, kinda. And myself, I'm still working on all of these questions, and there are probably more of that. But these are just things that I thought were important and are important when working with pretty much anyone on set. But especially if you want to become a DP, that's a leader, and you have to have good qualities. Do you enjoy pre-production? Because you'll spend quite some time, actually, if not most of your time, planning your shots. It's quite some responsibility that you'll have, and in the end it comes more down to being a good leader and a cool person to start with. I mean, you're literally a director too. That's what DP stands for, Director of Photography. That's why you also typically do less project than other crew members or colorists. You're involved into that early pre-production process. As a gaffer, you just hop from one set to the other. So for me, it's still some time to establish myself as a cinematographer. Maybe that's the same for you. But honestly, it's so much fun, and I'm actually really much enjoying the process to not already having too much responsibility. I mean, I like it too, and I like to push myself, but I'm also pretty young and I'm enjoying doing lighting and being a colorist. So I still don't know where I'm gonna end up at the end of my career. Am I becoming a quite known colorist or a cinematographer? I don't know. Maybe both. Along the way, I already get the taste of what being a leader feels like, especially with bigger projects like feature films or commercials. I really love lighting and colors, and honestly, all that working in the lighting department and being a colorist gave me so much more of a perspective to later being a even better DP. I mean, you might change your way of lighting or exposing due to knowing what struggles can occur in post. Also, you get to know what takes so long to set up all the lights and get the levels right. That's something I wanted to share with you guys, not only my path, but also establishing yourself in the industry and maybe also helping you find out what you actually want to become, or really just killing any doubts. I hope this helps, so I appreciate you for being here, and I'd really love to see you in the next one. Bye. For the ones who care, I'm currently in the Phoenix area, and I spent past month road tripping across the United States, especially the West, and I didn't bring much except my analog camera, obviously my little Fuji camera, and my Mac because I had to upload and also store some footage. Yeah, I like it here. It's beautiful.